Happy Friday, everybody. Here's hoping you had a fun, festive week spilled.
Could have been spilled.
Filled with loved ones. Filled with loved ones, and lots of folks are going to be traveling today and into the weekend. So we've got you covered. Everything you need to know. That's right. Yeah. That's right.
Absolutely. Right now, the post-Christmas travel rush is underway. Airport officials at Charlotte Douglas say they're expecting record crowds through the end of the year. The airport expects roughly 2.5 million arriving and departing passengers through January 5th. That's actually a 6% jump compared to this same time last year. These massive numbers come as travelers have already experienced many bumps in the road nationwide. So keep in mind, if your flight ends up majorly impacted, this is the first year airlines are required to give you a cash refund.
Well, that's good news.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because that could very likely happen, especially when you talk about some of the weather we're going to see here in just a bit. But first, you've got the best times to travel on the road.
And right now, if you're watching us in the morning, and it's pretty much typically before 11 o'clock, but it's a little wider window for your Friday. So this is all per AAA. They do this each and every holiday, every year. It's before 2 p.m., after 8 p.m., but it's that window 3 to 7. It's kind of one of those obvious windows because 3 to 7 is usually kind of a nightmare traveling across Charlotte in general, but there'll be even more traffic than normal as people are going to be driving northbound, southbound, especially on I-77.
Santa's hanging around.
Yeah, no, Santa's still here. Santa's done with the presents, so he wants to say goodbye to 2024. Saturday and Sunday, you are looking at before 11 o'clock, so it's going to be the best time. But I'm letting you know that the widest window of the worst times is this coming Saturday. That's where we're going to see the biggest uptick and a lot of people heading back home. That's 11:30 until 7 o'clock, so pretty much the entirety of the afternoon. And then Sunday is going to be noon to 6. Now, for the last day of the year, minimal impacts per AAA before 2 p.m., so very similar to what we have today for this coming Monday, but it's a small window of the worst traffic. We're usually right when the sun is setting between about 5 and 7 o'clock. And again, minimal impacts for the worst times on Tuesday to end 2024. But weather-wise, I mean, it's going to add to the list.
I just want to give you credit. How often can you get a traffic forecast 5 days out?
Yeah, I know, right? See, I can't stop forecasting. It's in my nature. You know?
I mean, that is impressive. Impressive. For the rest of the year, not just 5 days out, the rest of the year.
We love that.
How about the forecast?
It's going to be interesting because we get 40s, 50s, and 60s as far as today, tomorrow, and Sunday. A chilly 44 today. Not a washout, just some very light rain and drizzle. Tomorrow, scattered showers, mid-50s. Sunday is the day to be weather aware because that's the day with the heaviest rainfall. Noon to, well, I would say probably morning until late afternoon. We could also see some strong storms tracking in the area and some gusty winds. So you got the wind, you got the storms, and the very heavy rain could cause some flood conditions, especially in the foothills and the mountains. And then Monday is a beautiful day. Not a washout on New Year's Eve day. We'll hit about 65. New Year's Day itself, not bad. Then we go from 59 degrees Wednesday to a high of only 49 next Thursday.
Yeah, and to reiterate on Sunday, so there's always the Storm Prediction Center that puts out these outlooks. For day 3, they already have a slight risk. So that's significant to the point that we talked about earlier during our newscast about December tornadoes. Yeah. There's going to be wind shear, so there's going to be twists of the atmosphere. This storm system already put down tornadoes over in Texas, Louisiana. It is a low risk for that, but you can't discount a chance for even an isolated tornado across the Carolinas from this system. So again, as Larry said, stay weather aware. So it's one of those things that I think rain is the number one, but then certainly the stronger thunderstorms are not out of the question.
So the best travel day for the weekend tomorrow. If you get travel plans, I would say do it tomorrow rather than Sunday, because Sunday's just not going to be a good day to be traveling anywhere in the Carolinas and the Southeast. And Monday, that's the best day in the next day.
Possible flooding on Sunday?
I would say in the areas in the French Broad River Basin that had all the flooding conditions during Helene. Unfortunately, some of those areas could get well over 3.5 inches of rainfall, so there could be flood concerns there.
Well, I guess if any good news, it looks like Monday will be a good day to dry out a little bit. So that's good news. All right, folks. Hey, listen, here's hoping you have a great Friday and a wonderful weekend. If you are traveling, safe travels. We'll see you back here on Monday.
See ya.